My sister was swinging her sword wildly at thin air, only to find green blood on the blade. I shouted directions frantically. I was the only one who could see those invisible creatures. In desperation, I tossed her the seeing stone. And a swarm of ugly goblins instantly appeared before her eyes. She slashed blindly in panic while I waited for the right moment, then yanked her back inside the mushroom circle. The goblins were instantly repelled. We climbed onto the roof and were horrified to discover the old house, completely surrounded by goblins, with even more swarming in like locusts. All of this started with a forbidden book I found last night. It revealed the existence of creatures called fairies, documenting their behaviors and weaknesses, which is exactly why dark fairies now wanted it so badly. My brother Simon had been kidnapped by the goblins earlier. When I tracked him down, they already had a pot ready to cook him alive. I noticed a hobgoblin locked up nearby, and he promised to help me rescue my brother if I freed him. But the moment he got loose, he spat right in my face. His saliva could pierce through illusions, letting me see invisible creatures without the seeing stone. The next second though, the greedy hobgoblin spotted a bird and ran off after it. That's when the ogre commanding the goblins realized his minions had grabbed the wrong kid. His real target was me, the one with Arthur Spiderwick's field guide. While the ogre flew into a rage, I grabbed Simon and ran for the mushroom circle, but something snatched his leg just as we reached it. Back inside, I knew the field guide had become nothing but trouble and decided to burn it in front of everyone. The goblins outside panicked at the sight.
You win. You are strong, smart human boy. So don't be foolish. Give us the book. We leave you alone.
I threw the book into the furnace without hesitation, but the flames couldn't even singe it. The guide had been enchanted long ago.
You can't stay in the circle forever. And when you leave, here we will be.
We had no choice but to bring the book back inside. That's when I noticed an old portrait of my great-aunt as a young girl on the wall. She was the daughter of the man who wrote the field guide. She had to know how to fix this. But she was in a nursing home miles away. Luckily, a fairy showed us a secret tunnel leading into town. My sister and I slipped into the tunnel, but the goblins above ground heard us moving.
Get the troll.
Soon a mole troll was on our tail. It grabbed me and dragged me away. With my life on the line, I snapped off a pipe and stabbed it right in the eye to break free. We had barely crawled out of the sewer when the troll burst up through the ground behind us.
Are you okay? Oh man, did I hit somebody?
Yes, thank you. We made it to the nursing home and found our great-aunt. When I told her I knew about the fairies, the flower sprites hiding in the garden revealed themselves, fluttering through the air. Then she dropped a bombshell. Our great-great-uncle Arthur, now 125 years old, might still be alive. The only way to end this crisis was to find him. He'd been taken away by sylphs long ago. But the next second, goblins attacked. My great-aunt threw a handful of salt to drive them back, but they still managed to tear away half of the field guide. The shock left her unable to speak, so my sister and I had to head back to the old house. The hobgoblin suddenly showed up with terrible news. The half of the guide, the ogre, contained exactly how to break the mushroom circle's protection. The goblins had been called back and were planning a massive attack tonight. Before leaving, the hobgoblin spat on my sister and brother, giving them the same ability to see through illusions, preparing us all for the battle ahead.